Hello everybody, it's Cute Bunny here. Just thought I would do an update on how my month of January has been, a few things in relation to my health and some changes to my financial situation and some preparation for surgery and recovery. So I hope everyone else has had a great January, by the way, and feel free to let me know how your January's been, whether you've had some successes, whether you've got to redo your budget, whether you need to shape up, all of those things. I'd love to hear it. I'm happy to chat and just leave some comments. That would be wonderful. So to start with, my low spend year has been my low spend month hasn't been too bad. I actually spent I did spend money, but I don't count my personal and the MISC in the budget. I'm not going to track those this year. I'm only planning on tracking petrol, groceries, clothing. I can track my massages, but they're probably going to be mostly 2 a month unless I have issues. And I'm also going to track the bills, but they'll be in a separate place. And I won't be I won't be boring you with my bills. But I basically work out the whole year of bills, divide it by 12 months, and then put that much money away in my budget every month since I've started my new monthly budget, and I'm living on last month's income. So what I need to do is I'll just quickly give you a rundown of those few categories, and we'll start with that and then we'll move on to the next thing. So petrol, I've only spent $35.26 this month. I did one top up and I still have about 3/4 of a tank in my car now. It is the last day of January and I will be ready to redo a budget for February and recash stuff soon. So I'll be doing some videos on that shortly, probably in the coming week. So keep an eye out for those. I'm hoping to only need one top up tank this month as well, because I'm not going camping until after my surgery, which will be later on. I will talk about that soon, but I won't be camping till at least the second half of the year. I'm probably heading into spring, so that won't be till September probably. So any spare petrol money is getting put into the camping account. That's what I've been doing for the last year or so. That's what I did last year, and that's what funded some of the petrol for some of my free camping trips and also a couple of trips in the caravan park. Okay, so petrol, $35.26. For food for the month, I only spent $166. Now, there's $200 in my budget. I've just added $210 to the budget because I just had a small pay rise from my government payments. So I'll be adding to be $210 a month. So, and the reason that's this low this month is because I was doing a grocery challenge. So the first fortnight I spent bugger all, and the second half of the month I got one of those spend $50, get for 4 weeks and get $50 of points, or 10,000 points for flybys, for you Aussies who understand what that is. So I decided that I would do that, and I haven't made a decision exactly what I'm doing with that money. Last year I kept it all for Christmas, but I'm going to be saving a little bit for Christmas with my savings challenges as well over the coming year. So I'm thinking what I might do is pop maybe $20 of that into my Flybuys card, and then I can buy some groceries when I go have surgery recovery time, and the rest can stay towards Christmas. There's about $5 of points in there now or something like that, I think. So that's a really slow growing thing, but yeah. So what I'll be doing is aiming to stick to that 200 and whatever a month, and then the cat food I've tried to separate, but sometimes there'll be some overlaps because I don't have enough money for everything, but I am trying to stick to the budget. Clothing, I have spent $8. I bought a pair of jeans for $4 because everything is starting to not fit anymore. I've lost 6 kilos in 2 months, and I had to go and buy another pair of jeans in a smaller size because everything is starting to get too big, and I'm hitching up my pants, and I hate that. So I'm anticipating having to do some more shopping, but I was hoping to keep my shopping to a minimum this year, so I'll be primarily op shopping. And trying to source anything that I need, and everything big is going out the door. As soon as I find out it's too big, it's going to be donated. I have a Lifeline bin outside that I donate all my clothes and all my extra bits to, and then I give them a call, they come and collect it. So that's that. I've spent $120 on 2 massages for the month, and that's pretty much going to be my standard for the month. So that's my spending, which is actually really good. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, so surgery update. I saw the specialist yesterday. I had to pay a $50 gap for that, so that's already been paid. I don't have to find the money for that in February, which in February's budget, which is good. I did work really hard for a couple over December into January and for January, so I'm going to have a little bit of extra money floating around, but I'm only going to add an extra little bit to the budget for the next couple of months, and then if I have a little bit spare, I can bring that into maybe March or April. I don't want to just spend it all in one month and then feel like I'm back to the minimums again, because it's really hard to stick to a very small budget when I'm on a very small wage, and it's good to have that little bit of extra floating around. Plus, I'm trying to save for next year's personal spending and next year's miscellaneous, and I'm also looking at a couple of trips later in the year, and then I need to start obviously building up my camping account to go and do some camping trips once I've recovered from surgery. So surgery is looking to be, they said April, May. So I have some sort of an idea. I will be working on the garden, getting the house decluttered more, and looking at what sort of things I can have ready to go. I'll probably have to do a little bit of a stock up, paper towel, toilet paper, whatnot. The other person in my house, and my daughter, we go through a lot of things here, a lot of toilet paper, a lot of tissues, etc. So I try and stay ahead of the game. So I'll probably buy an extra couple of things, pop them aside. I bought some extra tissues yesterday that were bigger box than I normally would get for the same price that I would normally pay. So I grabbed a couple of those. One's going to be put away, so I might just do that for a couple months, and that should be fine. And you know, that little month, that little photo album that I had set up with the months of the year, I'm going to be putting some of the excess money that's getting saved will be put in there, and then as soon as I have a date for surgery, every single month of that will be pulled out, put into the month, whichever month I'm going to be having surgery, and that will help with food and extra things for the time I'm having off between surgery and having extra time off work and not having extra coming in. So that's a good plan there. Okay, so totals, savings totals and account totals. So this month I did a little bit of a rehash of my bank accounts, trying to keep things simple, but also having some way that I can keep track of things separately still. I have about, 10 accounts in my bank, and I've always done that, but I used to have them very much more itemized, and it was a lot more work, and I've just tried to simplify things over the years. So as I said before with the bills, they all just get paid. The bills just all get paid. I add up all the bills for the year. That's including car needs and maintenance, an allowance to have like cat needs and vets and things like that, anything she had, but health, all of my health appointments, the whole lot, that's all put into the bills, and then I total that up for the whole year, divide it by the 12 months of the year, and then I just save that. So anything that needs to be paid will be paid out of that. I have about 4 direct debits for the month. They go straight into the credit card at the start of the month, and the rest of the bills money goes back into my bills account online. So when I say I do a lot of my banking online, that's why, because that's what I do. So now I have a bill to pay. Sorry, itchy nose today. Just gonna have a drink. So I have a bill to pay. So what I've done is I've taken off roughly that balance, and I've left the balance that would be after I pay the bill, which is probably not due. Is not due till the middle of the month. So I'm not going to bother rushing to pay that today. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with with December totals, end of year totals, but I have worked out my interest for the end of Jan. So I'll just tell you the balances now and the how much extra I have had since the end of December. So how much extra I've saved into those bank accounts in a month, and that will include interest for my 2 savings accounts. Okay, so yeah, I probably won't be telling you the balance of my savings, but I can tell you the increases that I've paid and the interest that I've earned, and I'm happy with that. So we'll start with the bills. The bills account has $600, and that was an increase of $335 from December. My month ahead account, I'm not going to worry about tracking that too much. I'll keep an eye on that as I go for the next few months, because what's happened is I've earned extra money in Jan, but I lose money from my payments next month, so I can't use the whole lot this month or I will be short next month. So I don't know exactly what it should be, but yeah, we'll leave that one at that. $284 in my house maintenance account. That's an increase of $80. I don't know what's going on with my cat. She got fed. Kitty, what's up? So camping is $56. That has stayed the same. I haven't added anything to that this month. Hopefully next month I will. My personal spending account is at $96. That's an increase of $18 from last month. My miscellaneous is $25. The personal spending and the miscellaneous accounts, I'm trying to save up a little bit of money for next year's spending, as I mentioned at the end of the year, that I wanted to try and save ahead for 2026. And then I can, if I can save enough money for that, I can go and do a full no spend year and save, try and save for this camper van or car, and keep adding to savings and do anything I need to do around the house. So that's those totals. My camper van account has a total of $724. That is including a $2.80 of interest, and that is an increase of $168 since the end of December. So that's a good effort. And my savings account earned $23.24 interest, and it was an increase of $128 this month from end of December. So I'm really happy with that. I've been pretty good with my spending. I did have to buy a new hairdryer, my 30-year-old hairdryer that I got when I was a teenager. It decided to cark it. Instead of paying, what are you doing? Say hello. Instead of buying a $20 one, I actually went and bought it's not a travel one. It is a travel one, but it's not, yeah, it is a travel one. There was a travel one, and then there was like a 12-volt one, but I just wanted one that you could plug into the wall, but it was like, 1,200 watts instead of 2,000. So it's actually like a travel mini one, but it's pink. It's light pink, and it folds up. So you can literally take it with you in a suitcase. I could take it camping if I want, and I have batteries and things. If I really wanted to run it, I could. So that's one of the new things I had to buy this month. I've had to buy some more laminated sheets because, quite frankly, I've gone crazy with these these free savings challenges that everyone's given me. But that's okay. At some point that will slow down too. I'll probably need to go and get some new printer cartridges as well. I will deal with that another day. And that's that there. So I think that about wraps up the end of the month totals and spending and things and bits and bobs. Well, I didn't say that I spent $50 on my health, but I did tell you that already. I will add that to my January actually, just so I've got a rough idea. And I think I spent money on the osteo, and that was a plan. So I think I spent about $85 on health appointments, not including my massages. I'm not going to worry about totals and all that jargon. I just want to do a very rough track for a bunch of things, and then work out where I'm at for the next time. So anyway, I will catch up with you guys very soon. The next couple videos will be a budget with me, and I will do a cash stuffing for the first half of February, and I will need to update my folders, my accounts. What I've done off camera was set up every account in my bank. I've actually added to my envelopes, and a lovely friend has also sent me some new little envelopes that she laminated and made herself. Thank you very much. You know who you are. So I've already gone ahead and separated some things and added some new things. That's a new one. And then my savings challenges got separated. I had a couple of that were all bunched together, and so I've been able to separate everything, so it's been great. So I can probably show you a bit more about that in the next video. And so I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.